Hi there. Thanks for joining us for another Maker Mania. Today is Friday and it is cold. So I'm all bundled up here in the makerspace, and I hope that everybody who is watching, I'm looking out the window. That's what I'm doing right now, and making sure that my monitor is turned down so you don't hear an echo. We hope you guys are all warm and you're safe and you're ready to learn about some science. So I do have a video here from Susan, our friend from IFIS. I was supposed to have aired it last month, and I'm not completely sure what happened. Last month was a very odd month. But anyways, here we go. It's about kitchen gardening and how to do hydroponics in your own house. So without any further ado, and my great apologies to Susan, who is a wonderful lady and does great videos. Here is your video at last about hydroponics in your kitchen. So here we go. Give me 1 second to get it started.
Hello and welcome. You're watching a STEM lesson from the I Will Projects, a 501c3 nonprofit based in Pueblo, Colorado. The I Will Projects is dedicated to innovative approaches that meet the essential needs of people and the natural world for food security, ample housing, education, the arts, and a healthy environment. I'm Susan, the education specialist, and I work in the IFIS program. IFIS stands for Indoor Farming Innovation Zone. Specifically, I write STEM lessons about aquaponics, growing plants and fish together in a closed-loop system to provide healthy food.
What if you could grow leafy greens, herbs, and veggies, and even fruits year-round using fresh water and live fish? It can be done. It's called aquaponics. And in this lesson, we'll explain how this method of food production works and what are the benefits. Hi there, my name is Nate, and I design and build aquaponics systems for the IFIS. It's not a new way of growing food, but it's gaining in popularity all around the world due to its many benefits. Aquaponics is a method of growing plants and fish together in a recirculating system with natural lights or highly efficient indoor lighting. The word aquaponics is a combination of two other words and growing concepts. Aquaculture, raising fish from egg to adults for food, and hydroponic, growing plants without the use of soil. Aquaculture describes the raising of fish for food. Fish eggs are hatched, the tiny babies, or fry, are fed and grown in a safe area. Many fish are raised this way in the U.S. to stock lakes, rivers, and streams for recreational purposes, and other fish are raised to sell directly to markets and groceries. Hydroponics is as old as the pyramids in Egypt. The growing of plants in water is described in ancient writings and drawings dating back several thousand years. Hydroponics is raising plants in water and no soil needed. Fertilizers, vitamins, and minerals are added to the water to provide nutrients taken up by the roots.
This is a simplified version on how aquaponics works. The fish are fed a healthy diet and, like other animals, produce waste. The pump moves this contaminated tank water up to the grow bed. Millions of good invisible bacteria eat or break down the waste into useful nutrients and fertilizer like nitrogen. Plants love nitrogen to grow. They absorb it, essentially cleaning the water. The siphon or drain returns fresh water back to the fish tank, and the cycle continues. The fish take in oxygen from the water and breathe out carbon dioxide, while the plants absorb carbon dioxide, releasing oxygen to the air and water. All of this is happening at the same time in a closed loop that benefits all. Pretty cool. This system happens naturally in our world, and humans have harvested the ideas from long ago. In central Mexico, the capital city was Tenochtitlan, with a population of 250,000 Aztec peoples. This city was thriving for over 200 years. There were also 5 lakes and many wetlands all surrounding the city. The people built floating gardens by weaving sticks together to create a giant raft. They piled mud from the bottom of the lake on top of the rafts to create 3 feet of soil. The giant rafts were like artificial islands surrounded by water canals. The canals were full of fish and allowed drainage of the wetland soil during the rainy season. During the dry season, the water would soak into the gardens called chinapas from the canals. The lake provides the chinapas with moisture, rich with decomposing organic waste from dead plants, fish, and other aquatic creatures, which is excellent fertilizer. These gardens were up to 300 feet long and 30 feet wide. The floating gardens were anchored by willow trees you can see in this picture on the corners. Farmers planted beans, squash, tomatoes, peppers, and corn throughout the year.
I'll take you on a tour of the iFizz Learning Lab, where our team does controlled experiments, raises fish, germinates seeds, and collects data. It has been operational for over 4 years. The lab is a great place to try out new ideas, observe fish habitats, and create planting techniques. These tanks were designed to look like natural ponds and contain a variety of fish. This fish is a common tilapia, which some of you may have eaten it on a dinner plate. In this tank, holds some female betta fish.
Guys, it looks like we're having some trouble with the video, so if you bear with me, I think it might start going again. So here we go. All right, I'm going to let that buffer for just a second here. I'm not completely sure why it's being weird. But I will tell you that as I'm waiting for this video to work, I've actually gotten to tour the iFizz Learning Lab my own self. A group of other maker-type folks here in Pueblo and I got to go there and tour it, and it is awesome. So I really hope that this video decides to continue to play for us. As I'm looking at it, it just seems like it's wanting to be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to actually stop it and try to start it again. So while I'm doing that, I'll tell you that it was a really, really cool place to go and visit. And I enjoyed my time there immensely. It was really, really nice. They have turtles and they have fish, but what's really important is that they're using those turtles and fish in their closed system to make food. And, you know, if you think about it a lot here in Pueblo, we have problems with food supply, and we want to make sure that we're actually able to, you know, supply everybody as well as we want to. So here we go. Here's the video going again, and I'm going to get it up and running for you. Here we go.
And across some more plants into this low-lying place called a sump. The black pump in the sump takes the water and moves it back up to the fish tanks. This fish is a tilapia. His name is Survivor. He lives in the large tank on the right, providing fertilizer for the tomato, potato, celery, and basil plants here at the lab. Tilapia are originally from the African continent and are often raised as a food source for humans. They grow rapidly and don't mind overcrowding, and they are omnivores. In most aquaponic setups, freshwater fish eat pellets and flakes made of proteins and vitamins. They are also fed dried worms, shrimp, algae cubes, which provide a more complete menu. Be aware that overfeeding in any tank can lead to extra waste, fish illness, and increased rotten material on the bottom of the tank. It is also important to know a little chemistry and the mechanics of the pumps, feeders, lights, and other devices. Here we see survivor eating a bug.
Well, let's talk about the plants. These sprouts begin as tiny seeds, and they're placed inside a little sturdy wool cube. They're soaked with water, and this starts germination. When the baby plant is about 1 to 2 inches high, it can be placed in the grow bed, nestled down in among the expanded clay pellets to provide support. The pumped water from the fish tank flows in between the pellets where the roots absorb the nutrients. This green lettuce plant was lifted out of its grow bed to show how strong these roots are, growing in around the pellets. The Learning Lab has a large grow bed built of a strong wooden frame and lined with a continuous thick plastic sheet. You can see that the pellets fill the bed. If you dig about 8 inches down, you'll hit the flowing water. LED lights hang from above. It is easy to harvest and replant using this great setup. Herbs like oregano, basil, cilantro, chives, and more grow quickly in aquaponic systems, and they smell great. There are many ways to water your plants in an aquaponic system. One method is the ebb and flow technique, also known as fill and drain. Water from the fish tank fills the grow bed from a pipe at one end and flows underneath the clay pellets. The water drains out the other end and through a bell siphon. The siphon shown here is a double layer pipe. When the water fills the outer pipe through small holes, it spills into the inner pipe to drain out and starts the whole cycle again. In this video, you can see that the clay pellets and the outer white pipe have been removed to get a better view of the action. The water in the bed has risen up and reached the top of the inner pipe. Gravity takes over and the water drains out. This is much like the process of flushing a toilet bowl. The constant up and down motion keeps the roots moist, but not drowning, and it lets air flow in and out. Here I'm harvesting lettuce for a salad. Notice there are no bugs or dirt on the leaves. After a quick rinse under running water, these greens will be ready to toss and eat. Delish. Aquaponic systems have a variety of designs based on the creativity of the owner and the builder and how much space is available. They're very popular at public and private schools and offer students a chance to do some exciting STEM learning. This is a system that was assembled at Pueblo Central High School in 2017. It grows veggies using a floating raft method with little red baskets holding the plants. The baskets are called net pots. The raft can hold 84 plants. The fish tank is on the upper right. Schools and communities around the world are growing food with aquaponics. On the left picture is a high school in Ireland, and on the right, a village in Jamaica. Elementary and middle school students in Arizona have a unique system raising goldfish and growing veggies in their science room so that they can eat salad in their lunchroom. Aquaponics offers many environmental benefits. It uses less water, electricity, and chemicals compared to growing food in soil. It also has social benefits, as shown in a Denver North neighborhood. Besides growing fresh, healthy food for families in need, the Dahlia Center hosts classes on food preparation, exercise, and job skills. The packages of harvested veggies travel only a few miles by truck to be sold to nearby restaurants, which uses much less fuel. The I Will Projects team and IFIS staff had a great tour there in 2019. Well, we hope you are interested in aquaponics after listening to this lesson. There are many smaller all-in-one kits available to buy for home use in garden stores or online. In 2018 and 2019, the IFIS lab team tested and compared many of these models to rate their features like container quality, ease of use and cleaning, grow rates, cost, and more.
The I Will Projects is designing and building an aquaponics exhibit in Pueblo, Colorado, to educate the public on the methods, benefits, and ease of growing plants and fish together indoors. Many thanks to our new partner, Campbell's Flowers and Greenhouses, for offering space at their Northside greenhouse.
Well, that's it for this video. If you'd like more information about the I Will Projects, find us on the web, www.iwillprojects.com. You'll find information about the Indoor Farming Innovation Zone program as well. Take care. See you later.
All right, guys, thanks for bearing with those couple of technical difficulties. I think we got them mostly straightened out. Like I was saying, I got to tour IFIS, which is an amazingly cool facility. It's right across the street from the East High School. And Susan was there and a bunch of other folks. Nate as well, who you see in the video, and he's wonderful. And I really, really highly recommend taking a peek at some hydroponic options for you or maybe in your school here in Pueblo. I know IFIS has some stuff going around in the high schools, so it's a really cool science. People like Susan and Dr. Kelly, who should be giving us a video here in the next week or two, are just really so inspiring to have you grow your own food and feed yourself healthy, fresh things from your own house. That I'm expanding my own garden this year, basically because of their influence. So that's wonderful. Doesn't really seem like a great day for gardening out there, so make sure that you keep your plans in your head, keep your bodies inside, stay warm if you can, the best you can, cuddle up, eat some soup, and have a great weekend, okay, guys? Till I get to see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep making, everyone. Have a great, great weekend. Bye.